Alright, good morning everyone. Good morning. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Happy Monday, everyone. Ciao, good morning. What's going on soon, guys? Welcome back. Potential gold buys coming up here in a second, guys. We may have some gold longs here in a second. But what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope everyone had a good week. Good weekend, I should say. Not good week. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Ready for another good week in the markets. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all good and clear. Audio and video good. Awesome. Thank you, man. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Monday. If you guys are new here, my name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. I've been trading for the past 7 years. And mainly focus on gold futures here in the European session. Now we're bringing the London live streams here to the Topstep YouTube channel. So appreciate you guys stopping by. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe to Topstep YouTube channel. We'll see if we get some good trades today here, guys. I have to leave you guys a little bit early today. I have an important meeting to go to, but we'll stick around for at least the next hour or so. We'll take a look at gold, guys. We'll take a look at NQ, and we'll break down all markets here as well. So welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. In terms of news, though, we don't really have anything today. However, tomorrow, first thing we always do, guys, is always just go and check the news, see what we got for the week ahead. So you know what to be aware of during your trading hours. Is the number one thing I'll do before I do absolutely anything on a Sunday. Is what do I have for the upcoming week, and was there anything that happened over the weekend? So today there's no real news here today. However, tomorrow we have US dollar CPI. US dollar CPI is going to be very, very big for the markets tomorrow, guys. So we may be playing some ranges today. Which is fine, you know, ranges can still be good. And then we'll probably get some overall bigger moves tomorrow. I would imagine today on gold is probably going to close a little bit doji, and then tomorrow will be the real big decider. So I'll jump down. I'll do the whole top-down analysis for gold, guys. Before we do that, I am just waiting to see if there is some potential gold buy setting up here. There is some potential gold buys once we came down, and you guys who were on the pre-London show, we came down, grabbed these lows, and now we're breaking out. We're trying to see if we can get long here on gold. So I am tempted for a little buy on gold soon. I'm looking for gold to have a bit of a pullback up into 33.80 before going short at the London Open. So I'm looking for a pre-London scalp before then looking to go short. You had this perfect double bottom. Price came down, grabbed the lows, broke out beautifully, and now I'm looking for this to continue pushing higher. So I'll give you guys the whole top-down analysis in a second. I don't want to miss these. I don't want to miss these gold buys. So let's see if we can take this here together, and then I'll give you guys the whole top-down. We may just see this 5-minute close, but what I'm basically looking for, guys, is we had this. This is looking good. I may take a buy here in a second, guys. This is good. 30-minute grab lows. We've broken out. I want to see if this 30 can continue pushing up. From here to here, we have about a 70-tick range, which would give us about a $700 play, which is very nice, considering you're only going to be really risking any closure back below here. You're risking about maybe 20 ticks to see if you can make about 70. So let's I hope we don't just push from here. Let me just see this 5 close. If this 5 closes bullish, guys, I may take it here in a second. Obviously, gold's in a little bit of a range. But the good thing is we have came down and we have liquidated the lows of the range. And now we're looking for price to come and manipulate the highs of the range. You have your range, you create your highs, you create your lows, you tag the opposing side, and then you typically get the breakout. Currency's looking pretty nice here as well. Let me just skip this copyright-free music on. Aaron is the best live trader on YouTube. Make sure to check out his channel. Thank you, Frankie. Appreciate it. I don't know if I can claim that, but I'll take that. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys being here. So yeah, what I'm looking at for here on gold, guys, we've got a little bit of time. What I'm basically looking at is we had this nice gap up here today. Really nice gap up. Had a nice fake out sell here in Asia. What do I mean by a fake out sell? Well, you guys can see here, we grabbed lows, we closed bullish, then we grabbed highs and closed right back below, held the resistance, and then had a nice sell-off right down into the support. So we had a very nice fake out sell into Asia. And what I'm basically looking for is Let me just skip this on. This copyright-free music isn't the best. I just tried to find one on YouTube. There we go. What I'm basically looking for is price to come up and kind of fulfill this sort of head and shoulders before we look for a potential deeper retracement on gold back down into these lows here around 33.64-ish. So I'm looking for some intraday buys on gold pre-London before then looking for some overall shorts here. And I'll do my, like I said, I'll do my whole top down in a second, guys. Let's just see how this 5 minutes going to close. If we get an instant bottom wick on the 5 minute, I might see if we can get some longs here. My risk will be based off any closure back below this level. I won't want to be holding the trade, so therefore I can get out here, and I'm trying to play up into these highs here and back up into this 33.80 level, which is a very, very good risk to reward. So to me, it's worth a shot. Worth a shot here on a Monday morning. But yeah, like I say, guys, it is a big CPI day tomorrow, so I'm not looking to swing for the moon today. Just looking to take some quick stabs at these markets, see if we can get some plays. You know, even though we are having a bit of a rangy day, a rangy day on gold is 180 tick sell-off in Asia. It's a very, very, very worthwhile trade. So let's see this 5 minute close. Bottom wick on the next 5, and I'm going to look to take a long here, guys. This will be management, and my targets will be around this 33.80 level. Let's see if gold's going to be good to us here. See if we're going to be good to us, Goldie. Currency's breaking up beautifully. Look at this. Nice volume here. That's what we like to see. Nice volume here on gold. Let's see if we're going to get a little bit of a bottom wick. And a market execute some longs. 15 on the currency is looking really good. Really, really good. Bottom wick. Don't do it, Goldie. A little bit of a bottom wick. Doesn't have to be huge. Just a little bit. Currency is already tagging the highs. Currency is already tagging the highs. Now that changes everything. I'll just show you guys my current. This actually changes everything. That was a good little quick spot by me. If you actually see here, the currency has just tagged these highs, which makes it a little bit tough because I wanted to be in long from down here. Although the futures hasn't grabbed the highs, the currency has just tagged the highs, which is a potential for a pullback. What that means is if the futures hasn't grabbed the highs but the currency has, there's that kind of correlation there where sometimes the futures doesn't always need to. It still can, you know, we still can push, but that could give us a little bit of a pullback before then we get the longs from a better area. So see if we can squeeze down here first. I mean, the higher time frame is still looking good. Hourly still looking really strong here on the currency. 30 minutes still looking good. I mean, I'm gonna take a buy here, guys. I'm gonna see if we can give this a shot. See if we can come back up into here. I may enter in one more contract if we can squeeze a little bit lower. I want to see if we can let's tighten up the stops here. I like this. I like this. Have a deeper pullback up into. Well, I mean, we'll see how high. I won't say a hard TP, but you guys know we like to play this up into. Any stops on gold will probably be a closure back below here. Would be a pretty logical exit for me. Yeah, with the highs being grabbed, yeah, we do want to. I don't want to manage aggressively. I don't want to keep this too wide. I want to see us break this range and see if we can drive. If we start rejecting from here, even like this in 3 minutes, you know, maybe wait for the London Open. But there's getting some nice volume here. Look at a 15. Look at a 15. Re-breaking previous highs. We're trying to see if we can have a nice retracement. So risking about, if this 15 flips bearish, that's what we'll be risking. So risking about 130 to see if we can play this up for about 580. See if we're gonna break this resistance with a volume. And for sells today on gold, because you know I do like the sells. If I'm going to be selling gold today, which I do like a retracement on gold, you know, back down into 33.50, to me looks like a good retracement trade. If I'm going to get short, you know, where am I going to get short? Well, a logical area would be back up here. So can I take intraday buys up into here before then going short? Yeah, I think so. I think that makes sense. Will buys from this current bottom wick on the 30 valid? Yes, definitely, man. Definitely, yep. As this candle closed bullish, the bottom wick on this 30, yeah, that was a great buy. That would have been a lovely buy, man. Buy from there would have been nice. The only reason I didn't buy from down here It's just because this kind of 15 closed doji. But if you were just watching the 30, yeah, I really like that idea, man. Yep, I like that idea. We got 1 minute here on gold, guys. I want to see it break this resistance with good volume. If we start to stall, I can manage risk. But yeah, that was a nice 30-minute candle. Absolutely, man. What threw me off was the 15, but the 30-minute was very nice. Yeah, you got that view up sitting up there again, which we know has been being respected quite a lot. It's not something I will necessarily add as a confluence, but it's an area to watch. How do I add more charts on Topstep X? Good question, man. If you just click this button here, you can add as many as you want here. You can have 8 if you want. I wish I didn't do that. There we go. You can have 8 if you want. I like to have 2. And you can have different charts side by side as well. You don't have to just have 2 gold charts or 2 NQ charts. You can change the links and you can put whichever you want where. Jumped in long at 33.72 retest. Nice. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Ooh, lovely entry, man. Beautiful entry. Yeah, great entry, man. Really, really nice entry. Let's see. We've got 40 seconds here, guys. I want to see this 5-minute push with volume. Break this resistance. Show us some volume. And see if we can manage before the London Open. We got London Open in about 15 minutes, guys. Let's see if we're going to break here. See, this high has... Remember, you do have to keep in mind, this high has been grabbed on the currency. Great entry there, Jamie. Very, very nice entry, man. You got long from 72. Yeah, you got long down there. It's beautiful entry, man. Beautiful entry. So we're gonna hit the like button. Yeah, smash the like button. Absolutely. Nice, nice 5-minute close there. Yeah, Bitcoin. We'll take a look at Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin has been on a phenomenal run. We'll have a look at Bitcoin. Absolutely. The thing is, you guys on Zoom, you look at the currency chart, look how nice that was. Broke out, held it, squeezed. Really, really nice on the 30-minute. Look at this on the 30-minute, guys. 30-minute. You guys who were on the pre-London session, we've already spoken about this move, so hopefully you guys are riding it. But here, you closed bullish, which we wanted to see that candle actually close because this one didn't confirm too much. You closed bullish. You held this support here, and now you're squeezing. So, yeah, buys from here would have been fantastic. That's where you got a great entry, Jamie. Really, really nice entry because if you're long from down here, you know, you already stops to break even. You're already, you know, even considering partials. What's that? From here to here, up in T size, you're up 40 ticks. That's a great entry, man. Great, great, great entry. That would have been lovely. The only reason I didn't trade that was that 15. But again, always look at the higher time frame. Lower time frame for execution, a higher time frame for direction. As soon as we start breaking high, guys, I'll probably look to manage my risk soon. I don't want to see this come down below previous 5. I want to see if we can now clear this resistance and fill this range comfortably. If we struggle around this range, then I can manage and then maybe get another entry at the London Open. So we're spiking out the highs here, guys. I'm going to put my stops to break even here. I would have liked to have added more contracts if it wicked down a little bit more, to be honest, man. We're grabbing these highs. We're holding this resistance. So we have the London Open in about 15 minutes. So I'm happy to manage risk. If it stops me at break even, I want to see the hourly closure anyway. Yeah, you can take partials on futures. Yep, depends on what your size. I'm in for 1, so I can't close a partial of a contract. But if you're in for, let's say, 10 micros, which is the equivalent of... look at this. Wicking out the highs and rejecting here. We have to manage here, guys. Let me see. If we break these highs and closed above, you know, great. But we could easily wick these highs and come back lower. So we have to manage risk here. Yeah, I would potentially enter in more contracts if we get a bit of a pullback. Because we've already bounced quite nicely, you know, I should have been entering from down here, but because we're up here, I'll enter more if we can come down, maybe back down to these regions. And then buy from down here and then see if we can continue pushing. But yeah, to take partials, if you're in, you know, for only 1 contract, then obviously you can't because you can't close half of a contract. But if you want to, rather than just trading 1 mini, you could trade, you know, 10 micros. 10 micros is the equivalent. At least you could sell back 5 as you're closing 50%. Which I think even for you guys who are trading like 50s, trading 5 micros on 50s is more than enough. You can make great gains trading 5 micros. Early pulls of shorts. Nice. Nice, Jamie. Nice. Have you ever tried MACD 310 16 short time frames? I have not. I've never tried it, man. I have never tried it. I used to use... I wouldn't even know if I could call it use. I used to have it on my charts in my much earlier days into trading. But it's not really... No, it's not something I use, man. No real reason as to why I don't use it. It's just not really something I look at. Yeah, nice, Jamie. You got a great trade there, man. Fantastic trade, man. Well done. What did you get? You got about 50 ticks. Beautiful trade, man. Well done. Yeah, great trade. Really, really nice trade. So 15-minute is opening with a very strong top wick, guys, and we're coming into our kind of first level here. This is our first kind of barrier. I'd love to see it break through this, but managing around here is great. I'm about 26 ticks here. That was an amazing trade, Jamie. Great entry and great exit, man. You're right back at that view up level as well. Let's watch live here, see how it reacts. See how we react. I have about 30 ticks here. That would have been a phenomenal entry. It's always hindsight. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, but that's what we spoke about in the pre-London session. Look at that, it would have been a great trade. Really, really nice trade. Yep. That's beautiful, man. Yeah, you need to fix your colors, man. Your colors are wrong. Yeah, nice trade, man. Lovely trade. Yeah, micros, the price action can be a little bit different. Can be slightly off sometimes. Nah, to be honest, I think if you did go break even a little bit too early here, I mean, trying to buy at these highs, you do have to kind of manage pretty aggressively. Curry's having a really nice push here. We're coming up for an instant top wick here, guys. I'm going to trail aggressively here. Unlock in 20. Let's see if we can run here. We do have the London Open in 10 minutes, guys. I'm locking in 20 ticks. There's no bottom wick on this 5, so I may even exit soon. Bring us up a little bit more. We're coming in some big resistance levels as well. I may just exit soon. Yeah, I'm going to trail aggressively for 20. That will do. All right, yeah, I'm closing there, guys. We're coming up into this, coming back up into this strong level here. If you guys can see, I know we didn't have a chance to do the whole top down, but this is to me is a big reversal area. And all this was a pullback trade before potentially shorting. So, yeah, I'm looking in my 430 times 3. 430 times 3. 50 ticks, nice, beautiful. Got stopped out. Don't worry, it's not the easiest of ones. I think it was nicer on the 30 minute. 51 ticks, beautiful, Aiden. Well done, man. Beautiful work. This area is going to be a strong potential pre-London area. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of closing there, guys. Any of you guys who were on the pre-London stream, that's exactly what we spoke about. Breakout, coming right back up into that head and shoulders. Literally played pretty perfectly. So yeah, very nice trade, guys. Very, very nice trade. It's not even the London Open. You guys here in the UK, it's you're done by 8 AM London time. Job done. Beautiful work. 39 ticks, great trade. Thank you, man. Glad you caught it. Beautiful. 30 ticks, nice, nice, nice. In 2 contracts, damn. If you didn't get it, don't worry. It's not a signal class. The whole purpose of this is to hopefully share you guys some education on gold and how gold moves, and hopefully you guys can take these positions on your own. That's what the whole purpose is here. So if you guys do want a breakdown of the whole reasons behind the trade, I'll break it down. We did also speak about this in our pre-London session as well, which any guys who are new here on Topstep, it was on. We spoke about this on my channel here. Could we keep pushing higher? Maybe, but with the London Open in 8 minutes, you could easily also, you know, reverse. Sometimes pre-London can be a bit of a reversal move. I remember, guys, this is what we've been saying a lot recently. What made this trade so nice? Liquidity grab for entry, clear targets, and volume. That's it. That is literally it. Here's your liquidity grab for entry. Here's your targets, and here's the volume. You let the markets break out. You let the markets come to you, and then you take your trade. That's what it's all about here, guys. Yeah, beautiful work, guys. Beautiful work. Lovely, lovely work. So now we're going to see how gold reacts around these highs, but this is what we were speaking about. This is that potential head and shoulders area. Could we break this and continue pushing higher? Maybe. we don't know what's going to happen above here. But what we do know is this is a potential level where we could pull back from. So exposing ourselves to longs into here makes sense. If we break this and continue pushing, cool, we could get more buys. But if we just sat on our hands and waited for a price to come into here and then tried to go short, you know, we'd have massive FOMO right now. That's why I would say to you guys, it's always good to expose yourselves to the fact that anything can happen. So if you can see that price could have a retracement before potentially doing something else, well, rather than just sitting on your hands and waiting for a price to get here and then trying to go short, well, expose yourself into these longs. Expose yourself to the markets. Really nice squeeze here. Look at this. Really, really nice squeeze here. And to be honest, yeah, that 5-minute close back bullish, there's your kind of fake out. Boom, there's your buy. So where were we in from? We were in from what, here? So that was somewhere around there, like that. Wow, look at this for a push, guys. Look at this for a push. Past my combine. Amazing work, man. Beautiful work. Good job. Beautiful work. You stream live pre-London on your channel, kind of tunes that? Yeah, absolutely, man. I go live on my channel at 6 until 7 a.m. and then we jump on Topstep here from 7:30 until 9 a.m. What time do you trade in Australia? I work 9 to 5. Well, if you work 9 to 5 in Australia, man, you have it great because the London session is just about to open. So you have, I mean, we've taken a trade here pre-London, but sometimes pre-London can range and you can trade the London Open. So the grind in Australia is perfect, man. You can trade in. I'm here in Australia as well. You can trade in the evening. You can trade from 5 until 8 p.m. Brisbane time and get amazing trades. This is probably the nicest volume we have seen in the past week on gold in pre-London. This is a fantastic move. Very nice trade. Thank you, man. Thank you. If I had more than one contract, I would have held. Yeah, maybe going for that. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like we could. If we get a decent closure here, we have the London Open in 5 minutes. There's no reason why you can't get more longs here on gold. Look at this 4 hour, guys. If I just show you guys my other chart here. This is what we were speaking about on the pre-London session. Price was coming down and grabbing these 4 hour lows. This had the potential to come. I didn't know it would come this high, but now we look at it. Look at these equal highs. All these 4 hour equal highs. Huge 4 hour fake out. The dailies also now held this level, breaking higher. Next targets is all the way up here on gold at 33.95 on the currency. So we'll see how we're going to react around here for potential either more buys or some sells. And we'll look at all other markets as well, guys. We'll have a look at NQ. We'll have a look at the ES. We'll break some other markets down. 50 ticks for me. Great starts to the week. Yeah, nice, Derek. Beautiful work, man. 50 ticks on a Monday is amazing. Fantastic work. And like I say, guys, it's not about just following the trade. It's about understanding the reasons behind it. Like I say, this isn't a signal class, but I want you guys to understand why was I looking for longs? Why was I talking about these liquidity levels all before it even played out? I think it's actually Aiden, if you're still here, man. You actually called this double bottom at the very start as well. Trap in some early buyers. This is what Aiden said on Zoom. Trap in any early buyers here. Any early buyers jump in longs here on gold where they sit their stops just below the support. What does price do? Comes down, grabs the lows. Wasn't worthwhile to short into it. The range was too small. However, once we do grab the lows, you trap out any early buyers. Cool. Once you break out, you get right back in. Currency, man. The currency. Like that was a very, very nice entry. Even into that V up, there's a beautiful trade. Beautiful. So we got London Open in 3 minutes, guys. London Open in 3 minutes. Yeah, Bitcoin has been on one hell of a run. One absolutely incredible run. On the futures chart here, you came back down to 80,000 April, same as when stocks were having a big dip as well. Got bought right back up, and this is a insane move. Even here, back in June, look at that bounce off this $100,000 level. Nice round psychological level. Came back down. What did we also do? Probably stopped out a lot of, same as gold. You could have had some early buy traders buying here, sitting their stops just down below the low, comes down, squeeze the lows, taps into 100,000, then it ends up breaking out incredibly. Huge, huge, huge push. Absolutely huge push. And where are you coming into? Well, if we kind of got to adjust all these levels now, you got 130 not sitting too far away. 130, 1, 2, 3. 130, what do you have here? 125. Look at these levels. It's crazy how much we've actually pushed, having to adjust all of these levels already. I wish. 12,000, I wish. 120. So yeah, any you guys, I assume probably a lot of you guys are probably not, maybe not trading Bitcoin, but invested in Bitcoin, I assume. That's one hell of a run. One hell of a run. Nice run. Yeah, thank you, man. Glad you caught it. Sit on my hands. Yep, absolutely. That's what it's all about. A bit. Yeah, cool, man. Cool. Yeah, a little bit's good. Yeah, let's have a look at NQ. We had a bit of a gap down on NQ today, guys. NQ had a big gap down here. Sold off in Asia, pulled back, continued selling off, pulled back, continued selling off. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Got my tilt from Friday, and plus 700 does job. It's amazing, man. That's it. Like I say, it's always not about filtering out. It's not about taking more good trades. It's about filtering out the bad trades. So if you understand what you did wrong on Friday, then you know to step back. You know that big trade like today is always right around the corner, man. That's why I say to you guys, if you ever feel FOMO or the days where you want to chase, I promise you, if you sit on your hands, you'll get days like today, and you'll regret trading them days. It's always the way. So we got the London Open here, guys. Gold had a very strong hourly closure. Instant bottom wick. You'll probably continue to squeeze higher on gold. Let's have a look at NQ here. So I'm just going to close my door, guys. It's getting dark. 2 seconds. Where are your targets for AMD? Do you have any other AI stocks? Yes, I do, man. I have quite a few. I'll show you that as well. We'll break down NQ and then we'll have a look at AMD because I'm still pretty heavily long. But it's around 200. But I'll show you on the charts. Oh, there's 2M grad. Nice, Derek. Nice. Let's have a look. I'll take a look question in a second, Aiden. Let's have a look. So NQ. How did we close last week? So bigger. Where's all my key levels gone? Is it on this chart? Too many charts here. Too many charts. Let's see. Cool. Let's get rid of this. So last week on NQ, we held 23,100, which is a big strong level of resistance. We held that very, very, very well. Let's just make this 22,007. I like to do these round psychological levels, guys. I feel like most markets respect these round levels very, very well, especially gold. But it looks like NQ is kind of doing the same. 20,600, and then we'll just put on. We don't need all of these. 20,700. Too many. I'll fix these up after. But last week we had a very nice rejection, not only from 23,100, but an even bigger level, which is 23,000. 23,000 is a very, very, very big level. So if we take this one, let's mark on 22,000. That's where we had that big breakout towards the end of June. Liquidated a lot of lows, huge breakout, hitting some all-time highs, but finding some big resistance. So, to me, pullbacks on NQ look nice. Last week closing a bit doji, could be timed that it could be, early signs of a potential pullback. Remember, we do have CPI tomorrow. That's going to be the real big mover. But technically, we are looking good for a pullback, at least down into these lows at 22,780. Come down and squeeze these lows. Look at this on an intraday time frame here, guys. What do? We came up. Tagged the highs of the resistance, failed to close above, squeezing lower. So where would we come next? Well, to me, the lows here make a lot of sense. Now, although we do have these lows here, we do still have a very, very interesting gap here. Look at this very interesting gap. So there's the potential, depending on, if we squeeze up first, there's a potential for a short. If we come down first, then there's a potential for a long. Previous 4 hour kind of closed bearish, already tagged lows and starting to wick back higher. I would like, to be honest, London longs into the gap fill. Before then, you could get some further selling in New York. Previous hourly just grabbed lows and closed bullish. You're finally starting to find some support. If we drop down to the lower time frame, this is drawing some intraday levels here. So we're back at some resistance. We got some support down here as well. So I would say if we can get back above this resistance, London longs back up into that gap fill could be nice. Gold's still continuing to squeeze high. I don't know if any of you guys are still holding some longs, but gold is continuing to squeeze high, which means you may get a bit of a sell-off on NQ. So if I want to short NQ down into these lows from the 7th of July, which is around 22,777, I would like to see a body closure breaking out of this range here. If you close below here, I think you could be coming for a decent range fill here, and this is a very big range. This is a very, very decent, worthwhile range. So right now, your job's kind of simple. Why? Because you have NQ trapped, which is good. It's not good if you want to execute new positions right away. However, you're in now that you have NQ trapped at this support, resistance, broke above, support. Now you simply sit on your hands and let the markets come to you. Say, okay, cool. If you close above, fantastic. I have very nice longs into the gap fill. If we close below, I got very nice shorts into this liquidity low from the 7th of July. So now I'd be waiting for NQ to break either direction. With gold squeezing higher, you may break a little bit lower first. You may come down. If I was to short the breakout here, this would be a good management point. Maybe even taking profit and see if you can hold some runners down into the next level. So you got two very nice liquidity levels here. If you close above, gap fill looks like a very nice target. That's my kind of thought process on NQ. Yeah, yep. That's tariff using. Yep, that's what gold's continuing to push it, guys. I don't know if any of you did hold some runners on gold. I personally didn't. We know how London typically moves. It doesn't typically ranges quite a lot. So for me personally, I'm happy to lock in our trade. Where's our trade? We got long around here, right? Somewhere around there. That. But yeah, this is a very, any guys who are maybe new to trading gold at London, this is a very nice push in London. Expect a bit of a range or a bit of a pullback in London. So I don't like to hold runners too much in London, especially with CPI tomorrow as well. Quick question. So the double bottom target I had marked up but didn't get taken yet. What made you decide to be okay with buys before the liquidity was taken? Candle closures, man. Candle closures. It doesn't matter what you have here or down here. You don't buy yet, but as soon as you see this candle close above, that's your confirmation that will come over the highs first. Then you can worry about what's down here later on. If price is closing bullish, don't worry about what might happen down here. I get what you're saying. It is a double bottom, but it's also a previous grab of 4 hour lows on the currency. Futures is also grabbing lows, holding support. I could say, I know you're not talking about this, but I could say, I didn't take these buys because I wanted price to come down here. It doesn't matter what you want to happen or what you think might happen. As soon as this candle closes bullish, that's my indication that whatever is down here, even if it's here, whatever's down here, it doesn't matter to me. What matters the most is what's right in front of me. What's right in front of me in trading, what I see is very important. So as soon as I see this candle close bullish, then whatever's down here, I don't worry about. Maybe here, when you're closing bearish and holding resistance, at this point here, I could be thinking, oh cool, maybe we're going to come down and grab some lows. However, as soon as this candle closes bullish, that's my confirmation of a breakout and a volume, and that we could be targeting the highs first before a potential short. And we have to remember, gold's overall been very bullish, right? Gold's been really, really bullish. All of last week, you had a huge bottom wick and a massive weekly breakout. So we're overall very bullish. So at any point, I'm trying to follow that. But this candle here was the break of the support. Yeah, exactly. This candle here was the biggest giveaway for these longs. It's okay to think, we might come down and squeeze these lows. It's okay to think that. But again, we're not here to trade off what we think. We're here to trade off what we see. And what we see is a bullish candle closure above with clear targets, this head and shoulders and this high here. we take our trade. If it doesn't work and we come down flows, that's fine. I'm happy to take a loss. But what I want to do is just react. That's always the biggest thing here, guys. Always just be reactive. It's okay to think, think price might go down or price might go up. But remember, we're not paid off what we think. We're paid off what the markets are telling us. And this bullish closure told me that price is coming for a breakout. We could come and feel this head and shoulders that I spoke about. And I want to take that. If the next candle closed right back below, cool. Maybe I could go short. But that's my kind of that's my indication right there. Yeah, that 5-minute country crab. Yeah, I just saw that as well. That was actually nice. The only thing is, it's pretty overextended. I'm kind of looking at gold now, and I'm going, this is a big resistance, and this is a very decent. We know how gold typically moves in London, and this is a very nice move for gold in London. So I would imagine gold's probably going to create a little bit of a range first. But that was a valid continuation trade. Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. But the only thing is, if you buy here. Say if your stop loss is down below this low for like another entry, it's like, yeah, you could have targets all the way back up here. It makes sense. But as soon as you get to this level, you'd have to be managing pretty aggressively. So initial risk, 28 ticks versus management, 715, it's a bit too aggressive for me. If this happened down here, absolutely. Yeah, someone asked about AMD. Let me see if I can show you my screen. Yeah, I'm still long AMD, and I will continue to be long AMD for quite some time. I will actually, if anything, buy more. To be honest, I'm long on AMD for a swing trade from the 98s, and there's the people have put projections up into 200. Whether I hold that long, I'm not too sure, but it's looking very strong. Previous week closed bearish, this week grab lows closed bullish, so. To me, this looks good. I think 150 is going to be a pretty strong area. But I've got some alerts around 175 back up at these areas. People are calling 200s, but to be honest, open right now on AMD, I'm up like almost 50%, which is crazy. So I'll consider scaling out soon. I'm still trying to find a balance between letting stocks run, but also not being too greedy. But July and August are typically bullish months, and with the way that NQ is looking, the way that most stocks are looking, I think it's still looking very strong. Still looking very strong. So gold, yeah, gold trying to find some resistance here, guys. Let's have a look at some other markets as well, guys. Remember, I do have to shoot off a little bit early today, guys. Got to shoot off in about 20 minutes or so. So anything you guys do want me to break down, feel free to send it in, and I'll break it down for you guys. But for my personal trading, that'll be me done today. I'm still happy to break down lots of other markets for you guys as well. And remember, guys, we'll be live here all week as well. It's only Monday morning with CPI tomorrow. Let's have a look at copper. How did copper close last week? Copper closed very, very, very strong last week. Very, very strong. Grabbed the lows, held $5, which was a huge breakout level, and just absolutely ran. I would say this week can continue filling in last week's high and probably tap back into 6. That would be my next level. I know silver's looking good for a big breakout as well. I'd look at silver over the weekend. This is actually nice. Yeah, big rejection on gold. I'll be careful above here. This is nice. Look at this daily. Friday, what do? We came down. We tagged lows. We held 550 and rejected nicely. What do we have above here? A lot of equal highs. Longs on copper are looking actually pretty nice, especially with this current 4-hour. Look at this 4-hour coming down, tagging the lows. If you can get a fake out here on copper, this could be nice for some longs. I would be watching here and all the way above here as well. Hourly trying to print a nice morning star here. I know some of you guys call it as a 3-bar pattern, I believe. This is looking good. Rejected, grab the lows, held support, breaking out. I like copper buys here. This is you can kind of say this is a potential. You guys get sick of me talking about head and shoulders, but I love the head and shoulders. I see them everywhere. Potential head and shoulders there as well. Looking for a squeeze higher. Yeah, 30 ticks is good, man. 30 ticks is good, especially at these highs. You have to be aggressive to manage these highs, because get stuck here, you're buying gold at resistance. I wouldn't, like I say, and even today, like today's not the day to, you know, shoot for the stars with CPI tomorrow. But more so, man, if you're feeling a little bit of frustration to break evens, it's probably a good indication to lock yourself out. Crude breakout. Let's have a look. I personally, it's nice that we got gold when we were on here together. For me personally, if we hadn't have got these trades together, I wouldn't be executing new positions on gold here just yet. Reason being is we're back at that big resistance. This is a potential like reversal reach. This is where we were buying into. So now that we're back up here, well, we're not going to start entering sell positions and trying to short this head and shoulders. Why? Well, we just closed with a, you know, 130 tick push up in literally like 20 minutes. So if we're going to short gold off this head and shoulders, I want to see price break out a little bit first. I don't want to be the first one trying to short. So for me personally, the good thing is we got our trade, so you know we're comfortable. Even if we didn't get this, I wouldn't be taking new positions here just yet. What do you mean by fake out on copper? Good question, man. I'll show you on gold because it does it a lot, and I'll show you copper. Copper does it a lot as well. What I mean by a fake out is when a candle closes very bearish and then instantly closes straight back bullish. That's my kind of fake out. So if I just show you on a easier chart without all the drawings, you can kind of see here, and this is what gold absolutely loves to do. Gold absolutely loves these fake outs. Copper does like it as well. So you can kind of see here, here's nice support. Yeah, people try and buy this support, and then what happens? They get squeezed on the sells. Sorry, on the buys. The price breaks the support. So they see price breaking the support, and they go, oh, okay, this is a breakout. It's time for me to go short. And they end up going short. And then they also get trapped on the downside as well. And what a fake out is when price breaks below the support, and then the next candle re-breaks straight back above, confirming the fake out, and then you go long. So you can kind of see it did it here. You get a nice breakout here, broke straight back below, squeeze lower. Here, you close below, close straight back above, had a really nice buy. So it's when the next candle instantly closes in the opposing direction. And if you have a look at gold, this is probably my favorite plays. And this is what gold did today in Asia. Let me just get rid of this. Where have I got? Where's our screen? Here. This is what gold did today in Asia. There was actually a really nice fake out sell on gold today in Asia. So where's the fake out sell? I mean, I can see 3 or 4 here. Friday, broke above, broke straight back below, pushed down. Broke below, straight back above, pushed up. Here today in Asia, you broke above support, grabbed the highs, broke straight back below, squeezed lower. So that's what I mean by a fake out. When a candle closes above and then closes straight back below, there's my short. What you don't want to do is try and predict fake outs, because then you can't determine what's a fake out and what's a breakout. The only way a fake out is confirmed is when the next candle actually closes. So when this closes support, I can anticipate that this is going to be a fake out. I don't try and predict it though and try and buy. Otherwise you can get trapped in a break and retest and get stopped out. I let this candle close, confirming the fake out, and then I'll get my trade. Same as here today in Asia. I didn't trade Asia today, but this was a great short. When you grab the highs and broke back below, this candle closure confirms my fake out, and then I get my short. So you don't predict the fake out, you react to it. That's the same as with all markets. You don't predict the markets, you react to them. So in this candle here, closes above, maybe you can take longs if you have a reason to do so. I personally don't this high, but once you grab the highs and close back below, cool. Longs are wrong, there's your fake out, then you go short. It's a very, 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 very nice pattern. Happens a lot as well, especially on the 30-minute. 30-minute fake outs are fantastic. Especially on gold, 4-hour fake outs last week were huge as well. Gave huge trades. Wow, look at that, Matty. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful. That's huge. Huge trade, man. Huge trade. How many ticks is that? That's a big push. When do you refer to equal highs and lows? Yeah, when it's not being grabbed yet. So if it's 2 equal levels, like kind of here, when it hasn't been grabbed, this is 2 equal lows, then price grabs it, they've been grabbed, and then you can get your push. Yes, yes, sells could be valid. Yep. If I show you guys the ones from last week on the 4 hour, there was a lot of swing 4 hour fake out plays last week. A lot. So here from the lows, this was massive weekly support, 3,300. You broke below the support, broke straight back above. That for a swing trade gave a phenomenal 500 tick push. Exactly the same thing again here. You pull back, you break the support, people try and jump in the sells here, breaks back above, price continues pushing up. It happens a lot. You can kind of see here, it even happened here. Not the cleanest, but you broke above, broke straight back below, squeeze lower. So these fake out plays can be so good because, you know, it traps people twice. People jump in the longs here off this support, set the stop just down below, they go, okay, cool, I got stopped out on the shorts. Damn. Well, if I just replay this, they go, let's go back. Let me just do this properly. This is just market psychology, how people get squeezed out quite a lot. So I see price, you know, holding. Let me just bring this down a little bit. It doesn't matter. I think it's good. So people see this rejection, they go, okay, cool, it's time to go. I'm going to buy the support, price holding the support. I'm going to put my stop loss just below this low, and I'm going to look for this big, huge play up. What does price do? Comes down, stops people out, and actually closes bearish. So with that closure bearish, people go, oh, okay, cool. My longs were wrong. Maybe now it's time for me to go short. Okay, I'm going to go short. Why? Because the candle's just closed. The candle's just closed bearish, so it's time for me to take a sell, and I'm going to put my stop loss above. And then guess what happens? Then that's when people get stopped out again on both sides. And that is where we, around these areas, are anticipating these fake outs, and we wait for them to happen. And this is what we actually spoke about on our London session on Wednesday as well. We actually had these liquidity levels marked out on our session. And you guys remember, these are the lows that we actually spoke about, and that ended up being pretty much the low of the week. And then price had that fake out, and then just had one of the most beautiful runs ever. So that's the fake out plays. Wrong screen. Where are we, guys? How do I fix my screen here? There we go. We're going to fake outs. Do you still put the importance on the top and bottom wick? Yeah, ideally, man. Ideally, yep. Ideally, I still want to see, if I'm taking a bullish fake out, I want to see it push down and then close above. Yep. Fake out. Yeah. I still want to see. The candle actually. I still want to see the candle. You know, for instance, here close above. Then I want to see this candle wick down so I can take it. And you know, today's trade that we took here together, it wasn't the cleanest of fake outs, but it was still a fake out. What made it a fake out was you broke below, you held this, people tried jumping shorts, you then close above, and then we take our long. So it wasn't the cleanest in the sense of you break it and then close straight back above, but this is still technically a fake out play. You broke above, you broke below, you held it, failed to drive lower, this reclosed back above, cool, there's your fake out play, there's your trade. They're not always going to be as picture perfect as this or this as this. They can be quite a lot of the time, but it doesn't always have to be that perfect. The markets are never perfect. But the whole reasons behind the trade is this was pretty much a fake out today. I guess you could say it was an hourly fake out. And we got in before the candle closed. Look at this. We broke support. And then look, we ripped straight back above. So how did we anticipate this hourly fake out? Lower time frame. Why did I not short this? Because I'm not looking for shorts on gold. Because I know we're at huge support and we have big upside retracement levels. So look how perfect we took this. Previous hourly closed below. Well, before this candle closed above, we got in. How did we do that? We used the lower time frame. NQ, let's have a look. Ew, look at this. NQ squeezing lower. There you go. There's your closure back below. There's your short. I don't trade NQ, but if you are trading NQ, there's your trade. You broke below the range. We said we won't trade in here. However, if you close below, cool, you got shorts down into here. Any of you guys are in short. This is a lovely call there as well. Lovely call on gold. Lovely call on NQ. Anyone anyone take this? Thing is with NQ, you'd want to be personally, I'd be managing pretty aggressively. Any guys in this NQ short? And this is, again, guys, this is why you let the markets come to you. When price is in this range, Don't think too much. Accept that it's a range. Wait for it to break out here. Grab the highs, broke out, bam, short, straight away. Grab the highs, break out, volume, short. Took it nice. If I wasn't this, personally, I would be managing my risk. Yeah, nice call there, guys. Nice call on gold. Nice call on NQ. Read the fake out. Does the close of the second candle need to be above any level? Like you say, no, just any closure above the most recent level of support or resistance. Ideally. So, for instance, here, you know, if this is your support here, I want to see this candle not close in here. I want to see it close above this support, and then I'll take my long. So like for the one here today, in Asia, where was it? So this candle, you know, this is my resistance here, resistance support. So this candle closed above. So I want to see this candle close below. The more you engulf like this, see how this candle here, not only did it close below, but it also tagged the previous highs and closed below. And that's like a bearish engulfing as well. You engulf the previous. Now it doesn't always have to engulf, but if it can engulf the previous body, that's more selling volume, and that gives me more confidence to want to short this. It doesn't always have to close that much of an engulfing candle, but the biggest indication for me here is this wick. This grabbing the previous highs and closing bearish confirms to me a pretty strong fake out. And then that's when you get the short. Zoom guys, give me 2 seconds. Yeah, NQ, amazing calls on NQ here, guys. Amazing calls on gold. If you guys are short NQ, like what we said, this would be the first target. And then your second target would be this second level here as well. But yeah, as I mentioned today, guys, I do have to shoot off early. So I will love you and leave you guys. We had an amazing trade here on gold today. Some amazing sells here called on NQ. Probably should have shorted this. But a great way to start the week. Unfortunately, I do have to shoot off early today, guys. But I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Remember, guys, you got D right after me as well. So be sure to stick by. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. I hope you guys did learn something today. We made some bank. And I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. So trade safe, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.